All right, so today we're going to dive into the story GoMining tells about itself. It's a journey from a pretty simple idea to what they describe as a massive digital mining operation. We're going to walk through their official materials, see how they say they pulled it off, and where they're planning to go next.
So this is really the big question at the heart of their whole pitch. I mean, Bitcoin mining is a massive part of the crypto world. But let's be real. For most of us, getting into it is pretty much impossible. The cost, the technical know-how, the barriers are just huge. And that's the exact problem they're trying to fix.
And this slide just lays it all out, right? On one side, you've got traditional mining. It's expensive, it's complicated, you need physical gear. On the other side, you've got their solution, something they say is accessible, super simple, and all based on digital ownership. It's this idea of moving away from the physical stuff and into something purely digital.
Okay, so let's break that down. How exactly do they claim to solve this big mining challenge?
Well, their whole model really hangs on this one concept, the digital miner. Now, this isn't a machine you're going to stick in your basement. It's more like a digital token that represents your piece of the pie, your share of real computing power, or hash rate, in their data centers around the world. Think of it like owning a fraction of the engine's power, not the whole car itself. From your perspective, as a user, they boiled it all down to 3 pretty simple steps. First, you get one of these digital miners. That's your key to the whole system. That gives you access to their shared infrastructure. And from there, the setup is designed to earn you daily Bitcoin rewards. That's the whole user journey they're selling.
So how did this go from just an idea to a real platform? Let's rewind a bit, back to the early days between 2021 and 2022 to see how they say they built this thing from the ground up.
This timeline here shows they had a pretty clear plan. It all started back in 2021 with their GeoMining token. That laid the financial groundwork. Then in 2022, bam! They rolled out the core product, the digital miners, and a mobile app to make it easy to use. And to top it all off, they joined the Bitcoin Mining Council, which was a big move to show they were serious players in the space.
And all that early work led to this monster number. By the end of 2022, they reported a total hash rate of 1 million terahashes per second. I mean, that is a ton of computing power. And really, this figure was just the starting line for the explosive growth they were about to report.
And this is where we get to what they call their acceleration phase. Between 2023 and 2024, their own roadmap shows that things really hit the gas.
Okay, this was a big one. A real turning point they highlight was in late 2023, a partnership with Bitmain. Now, if you're a digital mining company, teaming up with one of the world's biggest makers of actual physical mining hardware, that's a huge deal. It suggests a reliable supply chain and adds a whole lot of credibility to their operations.
And you can see that strategy apparently paying off right here in the user numbers. Just look at this jump. In a single quarter in 2024, their user base reportedly shot up from 1 million to 1.8 million. That's an 80% increase in just 3 months. That's a staggering pace.
And it wasn't just users. Their actual mining power, their hash rate, exploded too. It reportedly tripled in 2023 alone. And their goal for 2024? Even crazier, to more than double it again to 6.5 million terahashes. Each jump represents them grabbing a bigger and bigger slice of the global Bitcoin mining network.
All right, so after all that crazy growth, what's next on the horizon? Let's turn to their future roadmap and see what they're aiming for leading up to 2026.
This table really puts their ambition into perspective. We're not talking about steady growth here. This is exponential. Look at the hash rate. They plan to go from 1 million to 25 million terahashes in just 4 years. That is a 25 times increase. And at the same time, they're looking to bring in millions of new users. These are incredibly bold targets.
But it's not just about getting bigger, It's about getting broader. They're aiming to build out a whole ecosystem. So we're not just talking about mining anymore. They're planning their own mining pool, their own wallet, and even branching out into stuff like AI, investment funds, and B2B services. The goal here is pretty clear: become a one-stop shop for all things digital assets.
So when you pull back and look at the whole picture, the story GoMining is telling is one of deliberate evolution, right? It starts with one simple focused idea, make mining easy, and then methodically expands into this huge blueprint for a sprawling Web3 ecosystem.
And all of this kind of leaves us with a bigger question. As the crypto world keeps changing, could new models like the digital miner fundamentally redefine what it even means to be a participant in the network? It's definitely something to keep an eye on.